Well, it's upon us, Jayhawk Nation. The stage is set for what is shaping up to be one of the greatest games in Sunflower Showdown history, as the 5th-ranked Kansas State Wildcats come to Lawrence to meet the 2nd-ranked Jayhawks on senior night inside Allen Fieldhouse. This K-State team is coming in as one of the hottest teams in the country, winning 7 straight and 11 of their last 13. In fact, the last time this team did lose was more than a month ago in the overtime heavyweight fight against KU back on January 30th. This is also a K-State team that plays with confidence on the road, going 10-2 this season and games away from Bramlage Coliseum. There's a lot at stake for the Jayhawks tonight, as they will try to stay perfect at home this season and add to the nation's longest winning streak, which currently sits at 58, and will try to wrap up sole possession of the Big 12 title. Yes, the lights will certainly be shining brightly on these two teams this evening, but in a press conference earlier this week, Coach Bill Self said that even though the attention will be on senior night and Sherron Collins, the only thing he wants his team to focus on is getting a victory over a tough K-State team.
And I think senior night definitely adds an element to it, without question. But I don't want this to be so much about Sherron or about senior night, and he wouldn't either, that we forget about what we're trying to do, and that's to beat a top 5 team. To win the league outright in Game 15 of our league race. So we want it all to be just perfect, but the thing that gives it a chance to be perfect is not taking our eye off the prize, and that's playing well against K-State.
Kansas will try to earn its 6th victory this season against a ranked opponent and try to sweep the season series against the Wildcats. Tip-off is set for 7 p.m. and can be seen on the Big 12 network. With the loss of senior guard Daniel McCray, a miserable 4-8 record on the road this season, and virtually no chance of making the NCAA tournament this year, things can't get much worse for the women's basketball team, can they? Well, tonight's game may not help things either, as KU will play the undefeated 3rd-ranked Nebraska Cornhuskers at Bob Devaney Sports Center in Lincoln. KU will play for the 4th time on the road in their last 5 games and will attempt to contain a Nebraska team that is near the top in every offensive category in the Big 12. The Cornhuskers are led by senior All-American Kelsey Griffin, who ranks 2nd in the Big 12 in scoring and 1st in rebounding. KU took Nebraska to the wire but lost 67-60 in their earlier meeting this season at Allen Fieldhouse. But KU will now have to face Nebraska on the road, a place where the Jayhawks have been weak all season. Tip-off is set for 7 p.m. Finally tonight, riding a 4-game win streak with 2 coming off the right arm of Big 12 Co-Player of the Week Cameron Selleck, the KU baseball team traveled to Fayetteville, Arkansas yesterday to take on the number 15-ranked Razorbacks. KU was in search of the team's 5th straight win, but it was not to be. Poor pitching and a gigantic error costed KU the game as they were crushed by the Razorbacks 15-3. Arkansas scored those 15 runs on just 11 hits and took advantage of a drop fly ball that led to a 5-run 5th inning that put the game out of reach. KU used 6 pitchers in the game and surrendered a total of 14 walks. The one bright spot for KU was the play of junior Jimmy Waters, who went 2 for 4 with a home run and drove in 2 runs. The Jayhawks will try to bounce back as they will start a 4-game series with the Iowa Hawkeyes. Due to the rain in the forecast Saturday afternoon, the 2 teams will play a doubleheader Friday starting at 1 p.m. and single games Saturday and Sunday, both also starting at 1 p.m. This series will be the first home games of the season for KU, and you can get the results of the games at KUathletics.com.